Hi, my name's Craig and I'm the author of Finding Cash in Your Business and the inventor of the cash flow formula. It's a pleasure to have you join me today. So why the mind map? Well, it acts as an aide-memoir. You can pin it against the side of your workspace and it will remind you of the areas you need to look at to find cash. And the picture in the background, well, it's our favourite hotel with the clear blue sky that you've been looking for. So what's it about? Simply ways to find cash you didn't know you had and attract cash you didn't know you needed. And today, for the first time ever, to non-Cash Flow Academy students, I'll be introducing you to the 7 secrets of the cash flow formula and how will it help my business? Well, it's a step-by-step system for generating positive cash flow from your business. Over the last 10 years, I've been teaching companies how to get cash in quicker, handle it better, then leverage its power. By opening up this video, you've taken your first exciting steps in understanding where the cash is buried in your business, and together we will unlock the true potential of that cash. Today, you join me in a whistle-stop tour, which provides you with a flavour of what's available in the Cash Flow Academy. At the outset, let's get one thing straight. There are plenty of cash-aware people in your company already. They sit in the finance department, but they can't influence all the decisions made to cash flow. And until every employee grasps the consequences of their actions, cash is left stockpiled in your business. So who benefits from the course? People just like you. You'll learn how to use the power of cash to generate more cash from existing turnover, improve the way the business handles cash, create competitive differentiation, attract additional funding, and secure the longevity of your business. And even if you don't like the idea of learning about finance, you're going to love this fresh approach. So, back to the mind map. Let's look at the top green bubble. The phrase, turnover is vanity, profit sanity, and cash flow is reality. And that is absolutely true. Every business needs to come to the realization that even while sales and profits continue to soar, creating demand for expansion, the absence of cash just once could dismantle your business like someone blowing on a house of cards. This course will explain how you can find money in unusual places, explain the unlikely or wacky places where cash can be found, detail the cash flow building blocks of any business. Let's look at the working capital cycle. Now you're probably looking at this diagram, wondering what all the fuss is about. Is it that simple? Yes, but here's the sharp edge. If cash is not available for an instant in time, the business model ceases to work and the company goes bust. The areas we're going to look at here are the celebrity pacer and how this course can improve your company's performance. How it is possible to generate more cash from existing turnover. What the working capital cycle looks like in your business. How time lag can affect your business. Why cash flow forecasting is important and how the course is kept relevant. Throughout the course there are memory joggers, and here is probably the most important one of all in a recessionary environment. It's AIR. You can't live without AIR. AIR stands for Adapt, Initiate and Review. Here are the steps. First of all, you need to stop and adapt to the market conditions. A good example is car companies who, realizing that new car sales are not going to happen, have shifted the focus to shifting genuine spare parts cheaper than the alternative copies. Initiate. Initiate collaborative discussions with existing customers who are struggling. Get there first. Be top of their list. Review. Review existing and target customers and set new credit limits and create risk bandings based on which companies are most likely to survive. Okay, I think at this point let's have a quick look at the cash flow formula. And that's it. And those are the 7 secrets of the cash flow formula. In each of these steps we were breaking it down and explaining exactly what you can do. And throughout the course there'll be rubber meets the road examples to help you work it through in your own company. So there's competitors, cash flow by company, business model, internal accounts, product contribution, cash flow by product or service, and credit control. Firstly, the cash flow formula is competitors. So we're going to identify the common financial yardsticks used to compare peers in the sector, focusing the business on improving the key financial yardsticks. Communicating the improvements made will crystallize future investments. Tales from the bazaar, or simply how to improve your competitive positioning. Guide the guide. Feeding the right information to the right channels. Know your market. Very important. Liquidity. What is that? The liquidity guide. What should it be? Free cash flow. How good is that? Positioning and how to understand it. The matrix of cash operations. Where is your cash invested and where should it be invested? Regulatory effects. How regulatory interference can completely change your market. Market dynamics. Be ready for change. Number 2. Cash flow by company. Focus on the business's rising star, the company or area that is expected to demonstrate the highest returns in the medium term. Where there is high growth potential, the greatest opportunity for poor financial controls exist. Why scour cash flow? Because cash is the lifeblood of any business. And if you start to hemorrhage cash, you need a costly transfusion to survive. We'll look at a case study of working capital cycle within a communications company. We then look at boom and bust. Everybody wants to loan money in the good times, but what happens in the bad? We talk about the dot-com crash. Why improve the working capital cycle? Well, getting cash in quicker stops cash getting stuck in the system. Investigate bank loans based on EBITDA multiples, which really provide a view of how a risky, highly capitalized business could provide a high rate of return. We're going to provide some pointers at taking a look at normal business operations and understanding the total cost of each process within your business. This is where the rubber hits the road examples begin. We're going to look at order intake, provisioning, debtors, creditors, stock holding, operational overheads, and cash management. The business model. This is all about developing an understanding of the individual company's business model and analyzing the business's performance against that. Challenge the business to investigate if the business model is still current and the strategy derived from that is still correct. The business plan is like a treasure map because it reveals the perilous route to the cash. And then we're going to discuss how to perform a company health check using the 10 vital signs of life. And we're going to go into another rubber hits the road section. And we're going to look at profitability, return on capital employed, return on shareholder funds, asset turnover, quick ratio, gearing, interest cover, earnings per share, and the price earnings ratio. We're going to investigate history and what we can learn from your market. Market perception. How do you find this out? Share price analysis and how that's affected by the market sentiment. And then we're going to look at accounting spins and IRUs. Here I provide a new way to create money for old rope.